Alright, I'm going to be breaking down how I got touched by the DAC today. So let's just get into it. Going into the day, we are already located in equilibrium of this range. As you can see, we are on a discount. Or, sorry, a premium to go short. There are several 4-hour fair value gaps that are all protected, so we're definitely not going to be longing today. This is one of those days where we are going to be shorting. All we needed to do was wait for some structure to the downside to take my short. Although, yes, off market open, we're located inside of this equilibrium. I'm not just going to take the first inverse, right? I have to see structure to the downside. So that means a 5-minute continuation short or something of that matter in order for me to have the confidence necessary to know we definitely want to go lower. We want a 5-minute. What ends up happening? Market opens. Market opens. We jet up. Right? You create this. We inverse this 5-minute gap. We inverse this 5-minute gap here to the downside, tapping into a 15-minute unfilled fair value gap. As you can see, 15-minute unfilled fair value gap. What happens after we tap that 15-minute? I use it as a condition to go higher. A lot of people are like, oh my god, the session's fucked. We tapped into a 15-minute. It's over. No. Okay? We use the 15-minute as a condition for us to go higher and tap into a smaller 5-minute, which we did. And we use that as our continuation short. Alright? I'm not going to short off of this initial 5-minute inverse rally gap. Why? Because we're too deep. This would have been my break-even point. If we were to inverse like right around here, yeah, I would have done that. I would have went break-even here or break-even at the 15-minute, and hopefully we would have flushed all the way to the hourly. But that's not what happened. What ended up happening was we tapped the 15, respect it, pushed higher into this 5-minute right here, which is also located at a 5-minute BPR. Let's scale down to the lower time frame. We create a 1-minute gap, a 2-minute gap, and a 3-minute gap. Higher time frame hold higher power. We obviously know that. So I was looking for the highest time frames inversion, which was the 3-minute, and we got it, as you can see. But it ended up immediately failing, and I'm going to explain why. And it didn't even matter that we had a bearish system T there, because there's just one reason why that failed, and I'll explain. When you're trading off of inverse fair value gaps, right? And there's a 3-minute gap, a 1-minute gap, a 2-minute gap, whatever. If there's multiple lower time frame gaps, every single time frame needs to inverse their gap. So yes, the 1-minute inverse this gap here. Boom, we're good. Yes, the 3-minute inverse this gap here. Boom, we're good. The 2-minute, however, look at it. We wicked it. We didn't inverse this 2-minute gap. And when the 3-minute inversed, which was down here, we immediately rejected higher and got stopped out. So, this inverse on the 3-minute came out, looks like 9:48. Okay. We have to be patient and also switch to the 2-minute to see how the 2-minute acted. Because if the 2-minute didn't inverse it, that's a telltale sign that, maybe that 3-minute inverse isn't going to get respected. But if that 2-minute inversed, that's a great trade. If you got stopped out, whatever, man. That's just unfortunate. But that 1-minute, that 2-minute, and that 3-minute all needs to inverse at the same exact time in order for you to enter. And I didn't know that. I do now. So every day's a learning day, I guess. And we ended up immediately getting stopped out. What happened afterwards is after we stopped out, we created another bearish SMT. ES took out this high here, whereas NQ did not. Created another bearish SMT, and then we got that 2-minute inverse to the downside, inversing that candle, which previously we did not. I tried to enter right here and target this hourly low down here, and TP got smashed. But for some reason, I don't know, my broker wasn't working. I wasn't able to connect. It wasn't letting me take another trade. So yeah, that's what happened. But it took two attempts. Um, this time, this time right here, this 2 minute inverse, because it inversed this 2 minute, it inversed the three, the one, and the two. So yeah, when you're taking these inversions to the downside, just make sure you pop over to the other time frames and make sure if there is gaps, that every gap gets inversed, not just the highest time frame. It doesn't matter if the 3 minutes the highest time frame; it's got to be all the gaps. So yeah, that's pretty much the trade of the day, and I think the rest of the session is going to be kind of chopped because we are going to be bouncing off of this hourly down here. So yep, that's pretty much it. A lot I can take away from today. So knowledge is never wasted. Peace.